Hello everyone, I'm Terrence Campbell and I have today here with me Miss Erin, and she is the founder and executive director of Our Threads, which is the first foster closet in Fort Bend County. So Erin, thank you for being here. Tell us about your inspiration to start this amazing organization.
Yeah, well thank you. Appreciate the time to speak into this as well.
Yeah.
I will say the idea of this was when I heard the need. I was sitting at a church meeting and there was a child placing agency there, and they were saying this is a need. They had a lot of families saying yes to welcoming children to their home, but they needed help with those extra items once they get a new placement.
Okay.
And during that time, it took me back to my own foster journey, and when I fostered for about 10 years.
Wow.
And at that time, and even making the choice to say yes to foster parents, at the time I had a 1, a 3, and a 5-year-old, okay? Biological children, and said, let's bring on some more, okay?
Let's make even more chaos.
Yes. Yes, we were already crazy as it was. So. But at that time, I knew we didn't have a lot. We weren't like rolling in dough. I wasn't rolling in like capacity of carrying, all this. But what kept coming back to me was, I don't have a lot, but I have enough. I have enough to be able to care for a child, to love a child, to bring a child into a safe home. It's called for us to do so biblically.
Amen.
And as long as there's a need, I know I can do something.
Right.
So that started the first part of the foster journey. And then from there, we had a few placements, and there was one placement. And as well as prepared you can be as a foster parent.
Yeah.
All right. Sometimes it just doesn't always go into plan. So for example, when my son was 5, we took in a placement, a sibling set, and they were a 3-year-old boy and a 1-year-old girl.
Okay.
And I thought, I got this. I had a 5-year-old son. I kept all of his clothes. We got a 3-year-old boy, no problem.
Sure. We got the stuff.
We got the stuff.
Yeah.
This boy comes running in, barreling in the house. He barrels in the house, he runs straight up the stairs, and I just look up, and I looked at Levi, and I said, Levi, what do you have that is too big for you and does not fit you yet? Because this boy, he was a big boy.
Yeah.
Barefoot, they just had the clothes on their back.
Wow.
So we kept them for a while, but I knew at that time too, at that time I was like, I don't know what to do now. I have nothing for them. I can't, he's barefoot. I can't go to Walmart.
Yeah.
He ran straight upstairs. I'm not gonna be able to manage him in a store. Like, we can't, I have all the kids. So I was super blessed with a friend that came alongside. She called, she made a meal, and she went shopping. What size do you think they are? And she brought everything to my house.
Wow.
And in that moment, I just felt so seen. I felt cared for. I felt supported, and I felt like I could do this.
Wow.
I felt like I could do this because I had others. And so that brought me back to that. And so the last piece I wanted to share too is, during this time, and when you're caring for children from hard places, it can get a little lonely.
Yeah.
It can get, you're not always invited to the different play groups and birthday parties. And don't get it wrong. Think now, I have 5 kids that are under 7 years old.
Right.
Nobody was inviting me anywhere, Terrence. Nobody. Okay, I was my own zoo by myself. So it can get a little hard.
Yeah.
And so if there's a way to come alongside a family and provide some of these very basic needs and just help them to say, I might not be able to do what you can do, but I see you and I value and I appreciate you, and this is how I can help you.
Wow. So you basically saw a need, and you didn't stop with what you could do. You actually were able to get support from other people who saw what you were doing. Why would you say are people so hesitant to get involved in hard work when it comes to children from hard places?
That's a good question. I have years experience actually in volunteer management.
Okay.
So once again, at this point where I've seen God use all the different skill sets and build me into the space where I am now. But I would say the biggest reason they don't is because fear. They don't know what they're getting into, and they need to be kind of guided.
Yeah.
They don't know. They don't know. It's a little bit scary. What are they getting into?
Yeah.
But do people want to help? Yes. Here's one of the biggest things I learned
so
too during
good,
the time when or you hear this a lot. If somebody's in need, or something happens, and people say, "Let me know if you need anything." We need to stop that.
That's so common.
We need to actually say,
Yeah.
"Can I bring you a meal?" Or don't actually wait. I'm going to change that even more.
Yeah.
I am making lasagna tonight. I'm making an extra one. What time can I drop it off at your house?
Not what do you need, but here's what I know that you need to eat.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
That's good.
So
Yeah.
I've been blessed along my time too with some different meals, and it's really hard to also accept help. And so when you're kind of vague in that, people don't usually take you up on that offer.
Wow.
Or sometimes we don't even know what we need.
Right.
I was blessed by a sweet woman at my church, and she asked me for 3 months when I was fostering. I'd come up to Bible study, I'd just be in tears, and I'd just look exhausted.
Man.
And she said, "Let me just bring you food. Let me bring you food." No, I'm fine. One day she said, "Erin, I'm making hummus and tabbouleh and chicken shawarma and pita bread." And I went, "Yes.
Okay.
Yes."
I will receive it.
Right? And she ended up, we built this beautiful friendship. She came over for the next couple months. She made us a meal once a week. And during that time also, I found out that that she was a widow.
Yeah.
That her children were grown and in college. And God put this on her heart to serve me.
Wow.
And so, Terrence, this probably isn't the question. This is where I'm going with this, because this is what I love to share too. Is when somebody asks to help you, I think it's important for us to also help identify a way that they can help. Because God told me in that moment that He said, "Erin, I gave you the desire to put the children in your home, and I'm going to bring you with community."
Yeah.
And I put it on her heart to serve you by feeding your family. And by you saying no, you're not allowing her to be obedient to what I told her to do. And so you're blocking my call for her.
Come on.
So tabbouleh, chicken shawarma all day long as you want to bring it. So it really put a different perspective on that.
That is so good. And I think in this space, it's easy for us to say, "Oh no, thank you, I'm good." When in reality, we do need help.
Yeah.
We need the help, and
we need community. We're called to do community together, and we need to bring back the time of where we had villages and people. You brought people in more.
I was just thinking the other day about something in the scripture where Paul said he sent Timothy to this church in Thessalonica to encourage them, and this idea of encouragement and edification is to build up and to come alongside. And so often we reject the opportunity for somebody to come alongside and just help.
Right.
And it helps us to be stabilized, because you couldn't have done that work without the help of other people coming alongside.
Absolutely.
Wow. Well, when I came out for the ribbon cutting for Our Threads, I was just blown away by the level of community and the level of support that I saw, and the level of engagement and enthusiasm. So how can people support Our Threads?
Let me first say too is that I am completely open to ideas. I love people to come with ideas, and I have learned time and time again, if God puts something on your heart, let's at least explore it.
Yeah.
Let's try something.
Yeah.
So right now, we're open 3 days a week. We're all volunteer ran.
And what 3 days are those?
So we're a Tuesday morning, a Thursday evening, and a Sunday afternoon right now.
Okay. Very good.
So we have that, all volunteer ran. We have a lot of donations that need to be sorted, kind of gone through.
Okay.
We're sorting by different, it's Texas, but we still say seasons.
Whatever that means.
Like hot, hotter,
and not so hot.
And then maybe freezing cold for a week, right? But yeah, so sorting through that, I think a big need would also be helping with some of the deliveries. Like I mentioned, when I had the placement, sometimes these families can't get out, or maybe grandparents are taking custody of grandchildren overnight and they don't have transportation that can fit all these children. So if we can do like personal shopping and drop it off to families, I'd welcome if somebody loves to bake. And on the days we're open, they want to have fresh cookies for the families that come shop.
Wow.
All the different things. If there's a little craft day or
well, it sounds like what you're saying is everyone can do something.
There's something everybody can do.
And that's one of the things I love about even the work that you do with the Riverside Project is this imagery of, hey, find your place along the river.
Right.
Where can you get involved? Because a lot of times, I think, like you mentioned, people say, well, I don't know what to do. And they allow the fact that they don't know what to do to keep them from doing what they can do. Yeah. So that is really good.
Yeah.
Now, you have a specific population of families that you desire to serve through our threads. Tell us about that.
We do. So our threads, we will be serving the biological family that is involved in the child welfare space.
Okay.
So they still are working with a caseworker. Our foster families and our kinship families.
Okay.
So they would still be working with a caseworker. There would be a referral. We usually have placement papers to kind of verify that.
Okay.
But yeah, that'll be our main population that we'll be serving.
So what's the donation process like?
Yeah, so right now we have open donations during the times that the same times that we're open for shopping.
Okay.
Because we know somebody's there. We can take gently used clothing, all the baby gear, the cribs, high chairs, diapers, and hygiene. Big need for new hygiene items. Those go very fast. Toothbrushes, shampoo. Yeah, anything that you think a family might need if they're taking in a placement.
Yeah.
Something that, all the way up to 18 years old. So some of the young adult items, the baby items, everything in between. Terrence, I'm glad you asked this too, and one of the big things that I haven't found, we don't really have a resource for, but I would love if there's an organization or a church or someone to come behind this, is in particular for the kinship families. So this is a family friend or a family member or a neighbor or somebody that takes custody of children overnight and they're not licensed yet.
Yes.
They want to work towards getting licensed. They might not be at that point. And many of them are kind of on the line of being vulnerable themselves. So they want to do well, but they don't have the means that maybe our average foster family making this choice to do have.
Right.
And so in that process of getting licensed, there's a lot of different items they need. Outlet covers, fire extinguishers, smoke alarms, carbon monoxide detectors, and a medication box, something to lock it up.
Right. Yes.
Those are the main things that we get asked a lot for.
Okay.
So I would love if there was someone that wanted to come alongside us and to help supply those items.
Where that's their focus is.
Yep. Specifically for those families that are in that situation.
Wow, just a little bit of help, how it can go such a long way. And just some intentionality. Well, Erin, thank you for the work that you and Mark are doing, and we support and believe in you all, and we definitely want to do what we can to help support. And I'm just going to go out on a limb and say our church is going to be one of the first to actually partner with you all in providing those little items, lock boxes and fire extinguishers and something like that.
Let's go.
So thank you so much. Any last words that you have that you'd like to share?
No, I just love for everybody to connect and reach out, and we'll find a way to serve together with one another.
Love it. Thank you for being here with us, Erin.
Yeah, thank you.